Hi everyone. I've been planning on making this video for some time now, and the reason it took me so long is because I had to figure out exactly what it is and how it is that I want to say it. And just recently, I even had a academy and a members meeting in the community, and I have these community meetings on a weekly basis. And so it took me a little while, a couple of months, to try and figure out exactly what it is that I want to say and how I want to say it. And I think I will start off of saying that there are two general types of categories of people. These two categories of people then can be dissected into subcategories, but let's start with the sort of general category. And of course, inevitably, inherently, as these people exist, they also exist on the internet, right? And me being a public internet figure or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. For myself, I'm just a dude who has a profession, who's highly sought after in the public's eye, and coincidentally also have a YouTube channel on which I share my thoughts and opinions and subsequently a community. So to my point, there are two types of people in this world, and I think all of you will agree with me. There are the type of people who will come up with all the reasons and excuses to why they can't do something. And then on the other hand, there are the group of people who will find the way. Okay? The people who will figure it out, who will find the way, and even if the way is not easy, oftentimes they unfortunately will choose to go through that path because they understand that, well, nothing good comes easy in this life. And that's kind of a known, accepted fact of life. As I was saying, if you then dissect deeper into these two categories of people, these two categories of people can be divided into this subcategory of people who seek a valid opinion, right? And there is the other group of people who seek their opinions to be validated. And there's a very significant difference between the two groups, if you think about it. Because one group continuously seeks and subsequently finds the people who pander to their narrative. And I would have been making a lot of a bigger channel and a lot more sort of actual income, I guess, from this whole YouTube endeavor, which at the time being, no, it's barely paying for itself, so to speak, the community thing and all that. What the reason I am actually doing that is the more in-depth core community part, which I will talk about towards the end of the video, which will lead me into the great discounts that I'm about to do right now and the giveaway, by the way, if I may announce it right here on sort of deviate and from left field kind of throw it inwards. Casey, congratulations. My community already know. Casey is the Patreon member who received the One-on-One Academy for free. That was the giveaway. In fact, I've decided not to wait until the end of the year, a whole month, until I'll do the second giveaway, in which I'll give another member a free Academy membership. That means they will get the One-on-One Academy, the entirety of it, and then we'll be able to participate in the subsequent meetings and all that beautiful stuff. And plenty of beautiful advantages. Basically, get the subscription for life. They get a membership for life. That's what you get in a whole spectrum of knowledge and highly sought after system that you can then dissect and analyze the market on your own and be independent. In fact, those who are not familiar and kind of found themselves on this channel or in this video by accident, who am I? My name is Greg. I've been working in the industry for well over, I have no idea, I think closing on 2 decades at this point. Now, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'll tell you that pre-COVID, I was already working in the industry for about 10, 11, 12 years, maybe. I'm not sure. Went from all the way from the bottom all the way to being a certified proper account manager, right? And in fact, I already had people from the various sector, sort of the various disciplines in the industry come to me to learn how to do proper technical analysis, from the average Joe to actual wealth managers from JP Morgan and, wherever not, and everything in between. But I'm not here to brag about the sort of students and members I have in my community, because the community is open for everyone, but mainly for people who are truly not seeking their opinions to be validated, but rather seeking a valid professional opinion for what's going on in the market that is predicated on data and not just gut feelings. Because what we focus on, or rather I focus on and have been since I've started working in the industry, since I've discovered that spectrum of things, I've been focusing on technical analysis. This is where my expertise is. This is what I do and have been doing very successfully for quite a while. And in fact, even people who are not really big fans of that side of things, which I'll bring an example, Tom Nash, who's a very well-known YouTuber and analyst, fundamental analyst, if you will, and simultaneously a close friend of mine and a good, real person who I can rely on, just a good friend, if I can sort of reiterate that again. And which is, by the way, one of the reasons why this channel exists in the first place, because he literally pushed me into doing this, and I'm grateful for it. It has led to tremendous success far beyond what I've expected in the first place. And even Tom himself, who does not like this side of things, has to admit and has admitted multiple times that technical analysis in the right hands is a very useful tool, and especially given by a true professional such as myself. And yeah, thank you for that, Tom. And so what brings me to my next point is that my community have been amazing. They've been really attentive and patient with the recent sort of period, this up and down period that we've been going through, and a preparation for a very serious downturn that it appears to be that we are, or rather have arrived, the market has arrived, so to speak, something that we've been preparing and looking at for some time now. And I know my community members are prepared to the extent that they can be. And I would like to invite those who found themselves watching this video, even if by accident or not, to that said community. I will, in fact, activate in the following day or two. There are multiple things that are going on. First of all, TradingView is having a discount sale that is all the way up to 80%. That I will have an affiliate or partner link kind of thing, because I don't really have direct affiliation proper with them. It's more of this partner link that anyone can sort of have. If you're a member on TradingView, it just depends whether you can then bring the masses to use your partner link. I don't have a sponsorship from them by any means. In fact, I wish I would, and I would then give the subscriptions to my members gladly. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Not yet, at least. Maybe TradingView, shout out. Maybe at some point you guys will find it correct to give me a proper partnership, if you will. Sort of have a partnership with me. I'm not completely, I'm all for that, I swear. And so I want to invite those who find themselves seeking for true valid opinions and true knowledge and true independence in analyzing the markets and direction where the ebb and flow, so to speak, takes us, because it's not about the day-to-day ebb and flow unless you're a day trader. It's about the harmonics rather, that, or rhythm of the things, and the actual levels and the actual tools, if you will, the rulers and the measurement devices that we use to identify key levels and how to predict when we are starting a move in one or another direction. It doesn't mean necessarily when we're going to accomplish said movement, because some of these, as we said, and multiple times I reiterate and say, technical analysis does not equal timing the market. Here I'm saying it once, and to be absolutely clear. And in fact, I think this will lead me to my next point. If you're any of the types of person that I said, sort of the others type, right? The person who are seeking their opinion to be validated, my community is not for you. You're impatient, community is not for you. You're not really seeking knowledge, you're just seeking for means to an end very quickly. You think this is the holy grail, and I'm quickly just gonna, copy whatever Greg is doing and make millions. community is not for you, okay? My community is for truly devoted, dedicated people who truly want to learn and establish a true baseline of how they approach measuring and understanding how the market works, functions, and what it is that they can then establish and analyze and predict based upon using these variety of tools that I, by the way, pardon me, teach in my one-on-one academy. The one-on-one academy, those who don't know. So what's going to happen this month of November, I will be doing a discount. And so what I want to do is have this month, basically the month of November, as we're finalizing this month and we're about to enter the last final month of the year, what I want to do is a couple of things. First of all, the community members, all of you, doesn't matter which tier, all of you, all my Patreon and already existent Discord members, you guys can join the one-on-one academy for $2,500. Okay, that's it. That will be the price for this 2 months and a bit that are left, basically, until the end of the year, right? Sort of starting this week, basically starting tomorrow, today, whenever you see this video. And this will last all the way until the end of the year. The outsiders, the people who are not yet members but have been exposed to this video or decided to seek for this sort of knowledge and information, you're more than welcome to join. Of course, there will be a new tier that I will set up on Patreon exactly for that reason. And all the links will be, by the way, in the description below the video. If it's the TradingView links, if it's my Discord, if it's the Patreon, all of the above will be down in the description, all the links. And so what I want to do is move away from having this fly on the wall mentality kind of people join my community. And in fact, as I said, I'm sorry if some of you got offended. Sorry, not sorry, if you will. But if you really are not one of the people that the aforementioned people earlier that I said that the community is meant for, then, you know, if you're not one of them, it's not for you. It is what it is, because my community takes the ability to take criticism. My community takes the ability to actually learn and devote time and dedicate yourself to new knowledge that will serve you for years to come and potentially can yield tremendous amounts of returns. For example, shout out to Leo, one of my members, who have made $200,000 within literally 30 days, 31 days, I think it was, and posted evidence to it on the community Discord, which my other members, you know, brag about their abilities and their achievements on that Discord as well, on which that Discord I talk about my analysis and share pictures and photos from TradingView almost on a daily basis, where we have an archive of all the meetings and everything else that we've done so far, or at least most of it, and anything else that happens from point on, you know, we are recording and throwing that into the Discord so the members can always go watch and learn more. And so moving into 2026, I want to continue this high quality pursuit, because I've seen firsthand what happens with communities when you do not filter through this quality filter. And so I want to tell you that I want to dedicate and take it very seriously upon myself on making the community a high quality community and not about high quantity community. Hopefully over time the community will grow and will be high quality and high quantity, right? And so this video aims to make that final decision, because from this point on, above and beyond 2026, it will be very difficult and very expensive to join the community, whether it's going to be on Patreon, whether it's going to be on the one-on-one academy, because all the prices will be elevated, brought up, because the original value of my one-on-one academy is, yes, you're about to hear me very correctly, $10,000. And in fact, that would have been the lowball estimate of any of the institutions I worked for the sort of knowledge we used to provide. And I have added many layers of knowledge that I myself have figured out and searched for and learned throughout the years, that basically at this point it's completely has nothing to do with how the sort of traditional industry approaches things. In fact, I have my own I figured out my own way to teach the students and my own way of what is the correct way to approach analysis, technical analysis that is, in order to find the true important sort of elements that you're seeking for, and do it in very quick succession, and find what I would call a subset of tools that then allows you to verify that your analysis is actually correct, because we all tend to pander to our biases inevitably. And the beauty of the subset of tools that I teach is as such that it is self-verifying, self-validating. If you basically push the information through that machine, so to speak, you will see that the machine itself will allow you to see your own flaws in your analysis if you do it wrong. No one says, and God forbid if anyone here misinterprets this as being the holy grail, and you come and join and you basically become the best analyst on the planet within a month's time. No, that's not how it works. You have to devote time, be very, very serious about this, and over time, when you join the meetings and participate and actually see how that analysis is being done after learning it, you'll be able to do this better and better. And after practicing and practicing more and more, and you can ask my students, my community members, that those who practice achieve tremendous results. Those who are lazy don't achieve anything. And what I do is no different than any other serious profession or anything serious in this world. If you do not take it seriously, guess what? The results will be zero like. And so this is the invitation. This is me calling out to the people who are sitting on the fence to make that decision, because next year the academy will cost 4,000 and upwards. Okay, 4,000 is probably the low ball number. And as we're going to be progressing and progressing further and further, the price will be increasing. And it's not that the price will be increasing. In fact, the price was decreased all along, and now I'm bringing it back slowly, because it seems that not everyone really appreciates the low prices that I've sort of provided in the first place. And like I said, I'm not seeking for the people who are seeking for validating their own opinions, but rather I'm seeking for the people who want to learn a true system and a valid opinion from a true professional how these things work. Now, by the way, ironically, these two groups of people tend to, sort of coincide with one another. And so, the people who are not those who are seeking for excuses, those who are seeking for a way, those tend to be those who are the ones who are seeking for a valid opinion, and not the other way around. Just kind of amusing how it works. And so that's it, I think, because I've been planning on doing this video. I'm sorry, my voice is all out. I know, it is what it is. There's no reason, there's no need to mention it. By the way, I would appreciate any sort of comments and remarks, whatever. Even the haters, you want to hate on me for my beautiful hair, for my ugly face? Go ahead. Make my day. YouTube loves all interaction, doesn't matter, good, bad, it's all good. YouTube is kind of a weird thing like that, and just kind of, it is what it is. So, go ahead, join the community. The links will be below. And I will hopefully see you soon in the community, because there are great changes that are coming. A lot of effort that I've put into making this almost database-like structure that I'm about to implement in the community as well, for the members to be able to go back to. But I'm talking about the one-on-one academy, which, like I said, take that opportunity before the year ends. 2026 is going to be a lot more expensive, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to take that expense if I'm correct in what I'm expecting with the market. If you're not up to speed, you definitely want to watch my previous videos and learn what it is that I've been expecting and building up to. And it seems like it caught everybody by surprise. And of course, everyone's sort of the more pathologically bullish people tend to play out the very same narrative again and again and again, hoping things will correct because they've seen them correct before, but they don't realize the market doesn't always just go up. there is nuance, there is cyclicality, there is a lot to know to understand why the market doesn't just always go up. Doesn't work like that. But yeah, anyway, that was that video, and I think from here on out, walking into sort of moving very rapidly into 2026, you will see me or watch very different type of videos, because also from now on out, I really don't care about any criticism, and I kind of went back on thinking what it is and why it is that I've made my channel and what it's for and what I want to achieve with it. And I was reminded that this is my channel, and if you don't like it, you know, I hope the door breaks your ass on the way out, so to speak. You know, if you do like it and you really do appreciate what it is that I'm doing and saying, definitely join the Discord. You'll be in the know. You'll get to experience plenty of activities that I bring to the community. It's if it's weekly meetings, 2 of them if you're an Academy member, and plenty more things that as we're going to be entering 2026, I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff that I've been planning out. And those who know when I'm active, I'm basically almost there. In the community on a daily basis, if it's hangouts and whatnot, and plenty other wonderful things. So yeah, before you miss out, this is going to be a long video. Those who got the patience and had the patience to watch it all the way through, especially the community members, again, shout out to you, legends, the admins especially. I love you all. I hope to see you in the community very soon. Bye bye.